Ever since I started to make YouTube videos and really dive in into gaming topics and so forth, I have come to a realization that there are, how to say, crazy fans on either side, whether it be Nintendo, whether it be Xbox, whether it be PlayStation. But no platform has more crazy, disgusting, sick fans than PlayStation. That's not my opinion, that's a fact. What, you don't believe me? Do you remember when PlayStation fans threatened Austin Evans because he said that the new version of the PlayStation 5 console ran a bit hotter? You remember that? They threatened bodily harm on this man simply because he said the PlayStation was running a little hotter, the new one. You remember when Alana Pierce was threatened because she liked some gameplay of Starfield? Yes, these ponies would have threatened this lady with so much vile, how to say, replies that she had to come on YouTube and address it. This is not my opinion here, guys. This is just the plain old facts. That is why today you guys will see a continuation of these ponies just behaving vile, just behaving, how to say, disgusting in the gaming community. You will see which PlayStation or ex PlayStation the dev is doing this. Yes, you would see these ponies' face matching their heart. On another note, we are seeing Square Enix has continued to double and triple down on their new approach. Yes, everyone loves to say that PlayStation is better than ever. Everything is so swell at PlayStation. But Square Enix is painting a different picture. Square Enix would have traditionally put all their games or most of their games exclusive on PlayStation. But seeing that they did not get back the returns that they wanted, it has left a bad taste in the management and in the team there at Square Enix to the point where they're saying they're going full 100 with their new approach, bringing their games everywhere. Listen to what this article is saying.
Don't expect any PS5 exclusives from Square Enix in the future. That era is over. We know Square Enix is deeply invested in its new multi-format strategy, but new documentation from the publisher reveals just how much it's banking on the initiative. In a presentation part of its latest financial results, it dedicated a slide to strengthening consumer contact points, which in essence shows a list of PS5 exclusives and how they're being moved to multiple new machines. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade will of course launch on Xbox Series X, S, and Switch 2 next year.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And here we see further confirmation that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will follow. The chart also shows how titles like Dragon Quest III HD, 2D Remake, and Final Fantasy Tactics both launched on multiple platforms day one, and how next year's Dragon Quest VII Reimagined will follow that philosophy. Under the multi-platform strategy, multiple platform expansion projects for existing titles have been launched since the fiscal year ending March 2025, steadily expanding the fan base for each IP. The document reads,
Yes, as you can see, Square Enix is all in on the multi-plat approach. You know what it takes to leave such a bad taste in a company's mouth where it is these ponies were not buying the games as they should have, to the point where it is they just went rogue and said, here, what, everything everywhere? That is to show you that these ponies just capped. They did not buy the Final Fantasy games the way Square Enix wanted. And because of that, all we can say is thank you, ponies. Thank you for bringing all these games over to the Xbox. Speaking about Xbox, we know that Microsoft is bringing out a brand new Xbox console, and this console would have some innovative ways to bring in consumers. We know that Phil Spencer spoke about that, Sarah Bond spoke about it, a number of the executives spoke about the new console would be different. It will not be like just a box that has more graphics. And we know that there are a lot of persons who are anticipating this brand new console. But there are some persons who are saying that this console is going to fail, this console will not sell. Well, one of the persons who have successfully predict a lot of things happening with Xbox, he believes that the new console might sell about 20 million in the first financial year. Now, I know that at times Microsoft could have some popular consoles, but for Microsoft to sell 20 million, that has to be a very popular console. But listen to him and let me know if you agree with him that Microsoft next console might sell 20 million. Listen to what he said here.
On the show. It's like, if I'm Sony and I know Microsoft's next Xbox is going to be a PC with Steam, and I know for a fact that at least say, there's going to be a few million of these Xboxes sold, because like you're going to get the Xbox enthusiast crowd buy these very very quickly. So say like 20 million of the Xbox users upgrade over the first year. Just that. Um, that's 20 million Xbox users that will potentially turn into Steam customers on the basis of buying PlayStation games that they haven't had access to before. If I'm Sony, I just make my own store, put it there myself, and bypass the 30%, you know, because Steam doesn't play that nice with Windows on handheld, and it probably never will, because Steam is going to release its own console next year or the year after. Steam is releasing its own Steam Deck console, which is going to have both Xboxes and PlayStation's exclusives, making the whole argument for exclusives completely ridiculous. So, in a universe where Steam has an affordable, powerful PlayStation Xbox combo console, in what universe does it make sense for Sony to gatekeep Xbox at that point? I think PlayStation just needs to make its own store, put that on the Xbox, take 100% of the revenue, and then bring the fight to Steam, because Steam is coming for both of them. Steam is coming. Steam has had years building up its infrastructure, learning how users use consoles, maturing its software stack, all that kind of stuff. And they've got all the games from both companies.
So if it is you don't know, that is Jess Corden, the guy who runs Windows Central, and he is basically, giving his opinion on what he believes Sony is going to do in the near future. Now, part of what it is he said there is that Microsoft next console would sell 20 million in the first year. I mean, I don't know about that one, Jez. Given that Microsoft is not focusing too much on pushing, the hardware, and given that Xbox is so unpopular these days. I am not seeing Microsoft selling 20 million in the first year. I'm maybe seeing between 10 to 12 million in the first year, because all the Xbox faithfuls will buy this new console because it's good. Now, I could be wrong. Microsoft could have an ace up their sleeve on how much persons will buy this console because of the appealing, how to say, features. But we'll have to wait and see on this one. This one here, we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you think. What do you think? Do you think that the next Xbox would sell between 10 and 12 million for the fiscal year? Or do you think it would sell 20 million, as Jess Corden would have just said there? Let me know in the comment sections below. Now, guys, if it is you are liking what you are hearing, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Support your guy there. Now, let's talk about one of the most vile persons I could talk about. I mean, this person united both PlayStation fans, ponies, and Xbox fans together. I mean, you have to be some sort of person to do that. Who am I talking about? This is none other than David Jaffe. Yes, David Jaffe, the creator of God of War, the guy who is critically acclaimed for one of the biggest games currently. Now, David Jaffe have said some wild things in the past, but I think this one is getting him a lot of flack. Now, what am I talking about? Well, so there was a guy named Monster on Twitter who would have posted a heartfelt message to his followers about his dad. You see, Monster's dad passed away. And what Monster was saying here is that his dad would have bought him his first Xbox. And he said that if it wasn't for you, I would have never fallen in love with the game. Yes, Monster was really, pouring out his heart here on Twitter, really saying thanks to his father. Now, when Monster would have posted this, everyone rallied behind Monster and his dad. This was such a beautiful post. I mean, how could this turn out to be bad, right? I mean, look at these responses that Monster would have gotten from this tweet. We have the official Xbox Twitter page giving him love, Monster giving them back love. You're seeing this person who's just pouring out love for Monster here with this particular tweet. I mean, who would find anything wrong with the tweet that Monster did? Even Ponies was saying, I respect that. Everyone was respecting, Monster here, showing him love. Well, that being said, not everyone. There was one person who would have taken the opportunity to tweet this at Monster. In response to Monster's tweet, David Jaffe tweeted, "This is an Xbox."
Y'all smoking crack. Something is wrong with you people. What the hell has this world come to?
Wow, 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 wow. I mean, I didn't know those in the PlayStation community or past PlayStation guys could go so low, and it really underscores the kind of people that is in the PlayStation community, these ponies. How could you tweet something so insensitive? This is an Xbox. What are you trying to say? That this guy's dad's grave is an Xbox? What I mean, and guess what? Even PlayStation guys, everyone did not like that response from David Jaffe. Notice what was said here. Red Dead Panda tweeted, "Delete this post, man. It's disgusting that you see that on a post like this." Mr. Inferno said, "You definitely deserve to be blacklisted." Forrest tweeted, "Nah, you are wrong for this. You should delete this and apologize." Bebop said, "Idiot," and goes on to post a meme. Jay Blaze tweeted, "Can't believe you did this. Everyone is upset with David Jaffe." Look at this one here. This comes off pretty insensitive. Dude was sharing a heartfelt post about losing his dad, and you turned it into a joke about Xbox. The Sonic Gamer tweeted, "You are a disgusting human psychopath, David Jaffe. Why are you insulting Monster's father's dead because his late dad gave him an Xbox, which was a W dad to him? Also, you should be ashamed of yourself saying a grave is an Xbox. Or in other words, you want Xbox dead. Idiot." Have you seen tweeted, "This is disrespectful. You can't project how you handle grief to others, especially since you're trying to tell people how to react to sensitive topics. Log off the internet and pray for forgiveness. If you don't believe in anything, then too bad, because you, sir," and then he proceeds to curse him out. How will David Jaffe respond to all the backlash? Well, he tweeted, "Oh, shut up, curse word babies. My parents are dead as well. It sucks. And even when they died, my dad died on Halloween, and you bet we laughed about it. We tried to accept and grieve and mourn, and at the same time, we didn't become a bunch of overly serious," and then he cursed again. David Jaffe went on to apologize by saying, "And before you come at me, losing parents sucks. Both my mom and dad are dead, and I still miss them all the time. But I still laugh." I mean, he goes on to try to apologize, but I mean, David Jaffe, I don't know what to say. I mean, and it really underscores how the PlayStation community acts generally. I mean, the PlayStation community and the Xbox community united to condemn David Jaffe about this post. But it just goes to show how, I mean, some people in this gaming industry is so sick. I mean, I don't know what to say. But let me hear what you thinking about what David Jaffe said. Um, should he apologize? Or should he get off the internet? I mean, this is a sickness. Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.